WEFM.com. WEFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Quartz Back to School BOGO is here for a limited time, Thursday 25th to Saturday 27th August. Buy one item and get a second item at up to 50% off. And with ready finance, you can shop today with no cash. It's BOGO. Buy one, get one up to 50% off for 3 days only, Thursday 25th to Saturday 27th August. Only at Quartz. Conditions apply. See in-store for details. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Minister of Education Curtis King, during an appearance on the Issue at Hand program on Sunday, provided a breakdown of the number of teachers that have decided to take the COVID-19 vaccine and return to their post. According to the minister, a total of 212 teachers had initially refused to take the vaccine and were deemed to have abandoned their post. Since then, 30 have taken the vaccine and returned. We hear more from the Education Minister.
I'm going to give a breakdown. We have two teacher one. Teacher one, as you know, Pigeon is non-pensionable, and that is basically at the initial entry level. These are different from relief teachers, of course. Then we have two teacher two. Teacher three, we had 16. Now, who are the teacher three? The teacher three are the qualified assistant teachers. These are the teachers who are paying professional training at the Teachers College. One teacher four described more or less as specialist teachers.
Specialist teacher,
Right.
post-college training.
Right. And 7 teacher five. Now, these are graduate teachers. These are persons who graduated with university degree. And 2 principals, giving you a figure of 30. Okay?
That was the Minister of Education, Curtis King, speaking on WEFM's Issue at Hand program. Teachers that still haven't been vaccinated against COVID-19 were invited to reapply for employment following an amended regime for frontline workers whereby the government approved the employment of unvaccinated persons in specific positions covered under the Statutory Rules and Orders number 28 of 2021. St. Vincent and the Grenadines' first female Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kiesel Peters, says that she is honored and humbled to be a part of Vincentian history after Minister Peters, during an interview with the Agency for Public Information earlier today, reflected on the historic swearing-in ceremony that took place on Friday, August 26th. We hear more from the Foreign Affairs Minister.
I am very honored. We'll start on that note. I'm very honored. I was very humbled to be a part of Vincentian history in that sense of being the first woman to hold the portfolio of Foreign Affairs Minister and Foreign Trade Minister. And as I said in my remarks at this swearing-in, I have tried to live my life and to be an example for the people who need it, for the young women who need an example of hard work brings success.
That was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kiesel Peters. Minister Peters said that it is her hope that her appointment as Foreign Affairs Minister will inspire young Vincentian men and women to overcome the many distractions that may come their way and stay focused on their dreams. Still on the local scene, construction work on the 92-room Holiday Inn Express at Diamond is progressing well, according to Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez. Minister Gonzalez, who was at the time speaking on Star FM, expressed satisfaction with the work done by the contractors NH International so far, going on to state that there are over 50 workers currently employed on the project, a number that he says is expected to increase. We hear more from the Finance Minister.
Anybody who drives up the Windward Coast will see that the site in Diamond, where the Holiday Inn Express is to be built, construction is well underway. Foundation works have begun. employment on the site is now in excess of 50 people, and it is going to continue to grow. And that work is proceeding very well. We're very pleased with the work of the contractor. And in EC dollars, that's going to be about a 50 million EC dollar project. And we expect that hotel will be completed by the end of next year. They have an earlier estimate, and we're working with an earlier estimate, but certainly we expect guests to be in that hotel for the Christmas season next year. And we're very, very encouraged by the rate of the progress there. And I want to big up the contractors and all the workers who are down there on that site. They're doing a very good job.
That was the Minister of Finance, Camilo Gonzalez. NH International Caribbean Limited was awarded the contract to build the EC $52 million hotel at Diamond in June of this year. It is being financed partly through a grant from the CARICOM Development Fund, financing from the National Insurance Services, and local funds. On to news in the region. The Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the ECCU, says it will take the Trinidad and Tobago government to the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, regarding the non-payment of millions of US dollars linked to the collapse of Trinidad-based insurance companies CLICO and British American insurance company BICO in 2009. Chairman of the ECCU Subcommittee on Insurance, Antigua and Barbuda, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, said the decision to take the Keith Rowley administration before the Port of Spain-based CCJ was taken over the last weekend. The ECCU groups the islands of Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Prime Minister Brown said the meeting agreed unanimously to take the Trinidad and Tobago government to court after 3 failed attempts to get them to pay the outstanding funds. The ECCU said that Trinidad and Tobago had made a commitment to pay US $100 million to the member countries, but only US $40 million was disbursed following the collapse of CL Financial, the owners of CLICO and British American insurance company, BICO. Several CARICOM countries are among 33 countries in the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, CELAC, that are expected to benefit directly from new China-CELAC cooperation on disaster risk management. Director General of the Guyana Civil Defense Commission, Nazrul Hussein, addressing the virtual First Ministerial Forum on Thursday, said Georgetown welcomes the new initiative, adding that it will support CELAC countries in disaster response, mitigation, and risk reduction. It is our belief that the strategic and material input of China in this forum will inject an increased spirit of cooperation and guide the CELAC countries in the right direction, he told the virtual meeting. Hussein said Guyana, like other Caribbean countries, is extremely vulnerable to natural disasters. These risks include coastal flooding and sea level rise, flooding due to excessive rainfall, and even drought. On the international scene, Belgium's energy minister has warned that EU countries will face 5 to 10 terrible winters if nothing is done to reduce natural gas prices. Calls are mounting for an EU-wide cap on the price of gas and its decoupling from the price of electricity. EU states have been struggling with huge energy price hikes since key gas supplier Russia invaded Ukraine in February, triggering sanctions. Countries backing Ukraine are trying to cut imports of Russian gas and oil. Russia, which supplied the EU with 40% of its gas last year, has in turn restricted supplies. Belgian Energy Minister Tin van der Straeten wrote on Twitter that gas prices in Europe needed to be frozen urgently, adding that the link between gas and electricity prices was artificial and needed to be reformed. The next 5 to 10 winters will be terrible if we don't do anything, she said. We must act at source, at European level, and work to freeze gas prices. Electricity prices have also been soaring in Europe and reached record highs this week. And finally, in sports, Manchester United has agreed to a deal with Ajax for Brazil winger Antony. It is understood United would pay an initial fee of £80.75 million with a further £4.25 million in add-ons. The 22-year-old is due to arrive in Manchester to complete a medical within the next 48 hours. Anthony would become Manchester United's joint second most expensive signing alongside defender Harry Maguire. The £89 million paid for Paul Pogba remains the club's record. Anthony scored 25 goals and provided 22 assists in 82 appearances for Ajax, having joined the Dutch side from Sao Paulo in 2020 and played under current United boss Erik ten Hag. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
Quartz Back to School BOGO is here for a limited time, Thursday 25th to Saturday 27th August. Buy one item and get a second item at up to 50% off. And with ready finance, you can shop today with no cash. It's BOGO. Buy one, get one up to 50% off for 3 days only, Thursday 25th to Saturday 27th August. Only at Quartz. Conditions apply. See in-store for details. Quartz, bringing value home.
Shop at Lanes, where you